Pumping corn in your car to pump up the economy, why it could actually make your grocery trips a little more expensive.
Thousands dead in the Philippines after what some are calling the worst storm ever. We'll have the latest on the typhoon's devastation.
And Thanksgiving and Veterans Day come early. How one Missouri restaurant paid tribute to our soldiers. KOMU 8 News starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News.
Putting corn in your car could fuel the state's economy, but not everyone is convinced. Good evening, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Meg McLeod. The debate over ethanol is one being waged here in Missouri and at the federal level. In 2014, federal mandates could bring new options to a pump near you. KOMU 8's Paige Horner tells us how ethanol could pump more cash into Missouri's economy. Straight ethanol, which is not a product you can buy, sits at the lowest price in 3 years at $1.71 a gallon. Compare this to regular unleaded at about $3. If Missouri sells this new gas, it would be the 10th state to do so. And speaking of gas, prices are dropping throughout the country. They dropped for the 9th straight week. This is the lowest U.S. average in 2.5 years. The Lundberg survey of 2,500 U.S. gas stations found the average cost is $3.21 for a gallon of regular. That's nearly 15 cents lower than the last survey taken 2 weeks ago.
A mid-Missouri man who has been missing for 3 days was found dead today. Good afternoon, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Meg McLeod. Boonville police found the body of 46-year-old Michael Gene Magyar today. Police discovered his body in a wooded area near Oregon Trail in Boonville. Police say the official cause of death has not been determined, but they do not suspect foul play at this time. A documentary playing at Union Station in Kansas City is part of an effort to reverse a decline in basic civics knowledge in the U.S. The historical drama called We the People premiered Thursday and will be on for the next 3 weeks. Along with the documentary, a nonprofit organization will also display collections of historic publications, including early printings of the Constitution, Thomas Paine's Common Sense, and works by Frederick Douglass. For your first look around the nation, 2 people were killed and at least 22 others wounded late Saturday when gunfire erupted at a house party near Houston. Harris County Sheriff's deputies say more than 100 people were gathered for a birthday party in a 2-story home. Someone inside started shooting and killed one person, sending a second gunshot victim to the hospital where they later died, while a third remains in critical condition. Deputies are looking for 2 shooters in that incident. A baby girl is listed as in temporary serious condition after being shot in the face in Detroit late Friday night. Police say it happened at this White House on Detroit's east side. They say the 15-month-old baby girl was in the house when a gunman fired at least 3 shots at the home from outside and then ran away. Police say a house party was going on at the time of the shooting, but are still investigating. Plum Organics is voluntarily recalling some of its baby food products. Some of the company's pouch products in the baby stage 2, Tots, Mishmash, and Kids lines may spoil. The potential spoilage may cause some pouches to swell. Plum Organics says parents should not feed any of these products to their children. The products can be identified by the best buy dates from August 5th, 2014 to December 8th, 2014, and the letters AT. We had a really warm weekend with lots of sunshine. Now let's send it over to Rosie for your forecast. A total of 7,000 American flags, one for every veteran's grave in a Kentucky cemetery. Coming up, how a Kentucky man paid tribute to some veterans he never even knew.
Into the 50s, potentially even the low 60s again. So it's just an absolute roller coaster that we're planning on over the next few days in total. And we are definitely going to keep you posted on that chance of a wintry mix because it's going to be the first time we've seen it all fall.
All right.
Not good news.
I'm not looking forward to it, but you know, it's mid-November. It's got to come sometime.
That's right. Winter coat time.
Thanks, Rosie.
Sure.
After the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that shut down Japan's Fukushima nuclear plant, the Callaway nuclear power plant started making some changes to try and make it safer.
A new safety strategy called Flex could help cool down the plant if current systems fail. KOMU 8's Ashley Arp has more on the changes. According to Nuclear Engineering International, all U.S. plants must make these changes by December 2016 or before 2 refueling cycles pass. For more information on the changes at the Callaway power plant, visit our website at KOMU.com.
An early celebration for Veterans Day in a Columbia restaurant.
After the break, how the event will also benefit local charities. A Boone County family smells smoke and walks outside to see their garage engulfed in flames. Boone County firefighters responded this evening and put out the fire in about 30 minutes. The carport and siding of the house, along with 2 cars in the garage, were on fire. Officials estimated $10,000 to $15,000 worth of damage to the house. Nobody was hurt, and the fire's cause is still unknown. Roughly 100 members of the Missouri National Guard headed off to Afghanistan and Kuwait. The deployment ceremony for the 1107th Aviation Group was held in Springfield, Missouri today. The unit will be overseeing aviation depot repairs. Family and friends said today wasn't easy, but they've been through this before, as today marked the unit's 4th deployment. Both Thanksgiving and Veterans Day came early for some mid-Missouri vets this year. Bennigan's in Columbia served up a free Thanksgiving lunch feast today. All of the food was donated and staff volunteered their time. Bennigan's employees say they were overwhelmed by the veterans' gratitude.
They can't stop saying how great it is. They're really appreciative of it. We're supposed to have another busload coming here sometime soon. We're hoping to do 200-300. Looks like we'll be lucky to do about maybe 150, 175, which is great.
The restaurant has also been collecting donations over the last month to give to the Wounded Warrior Project. Bennigan's is interested in doing another lunch in 2014 after this year's success. Following the feast, all of the leftover food was delivered to local charities. Another group celebrated Veterans Day early with a symphonic salute. The Jefferson City Community Symphonic Band filled the state capitol's rotunda with sweet sounds this afternoon. The free concert was just one of many events saluting mid-Missouri vets this week. Riverview Cemetery in Jefferson City will hand out free roses from 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow. The Columbia Senior Activity Center is offering a free lunch to veterans at 11 a.m. MU is paying tribute to veterans, starting with its annual wreath-laying ceremony at noon, followed by the National Minute of Silence and a reception in Memorial Union at 1 p.m. Then at 2 p.m., the Jefferson City East Side Business Association will dedicate the intersection at High and East McCarty Streets as Freedom's Corner to salute servicemen and women.
On this Veterans Day weekend, people across the country say thank you and pay their respects to servicemen and women.
One Kentucky man paid tribute to those who sacrificed their lives by placing a flag on every veteran's grave at the Cave Hill Cemetery. Scott Adkins has more on this patriotic commemoration. Frederick Moore serves as the executive director of a Louisville-based organization called Flags for Vets. He says the organization has placed American flags on the graves of U.S. veterans in 40 states.
The founder of an animal rights foundation committed suicide this week, taking the lives of several small rescue dogs along with her own.
Kristen Anderson reports on this tragedy and the animal activist community's struggle to understand it. Police say the dead bodies were found on Monday, but are not sure how long she and the animals had been there before they were discovered. Newborn giant pandas at a breeding research facility in southwest China learned how to climb trees yesterday. A 4-month-old giant baby panda cub climbed about 20 inches up the tree trunk before she quit due to her lack of strength. But her younger brother seemed to have absolutely no idea what he was supposed to do and gave up pretty quickly. Researchers say it normally takes months before a giant panda learns how to climb trees.
Doesn't take them long to learn how to be cute, though.
No.
Now here's a look at what we're following for KOMU 8 News at 9 and 10. We'll tell you how ethanol could pump more money into Missouri's economy.
And we'll also give you a rundown of the ways you'll be able to celebrate Missouri's veterans tomorrow.
Viewers say this one other time, and I have to get on board with it. They're like, I've been on that ride at Six Flags, the one where it goes down and comes right back up. That's what we're looking at for the week ahead. Rain possible tomorrow, really breezy conditions, and otherwise cooler air moving in.
That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great night.